Hi! So you've clicked on this video, which probably means that you've been struggling with similar things that I have through winters all my freaking life. Which is why this video has been made and uploaded if you're watching it right now. I'm no guru or expert on these things. All I know is that there's a few things that I've hacked throughout my life that really help me go through winters, especially in the country that I live in. I'm from India, but I live in Poland. And winter times in Poland are pretty crazy if you ask me, especially when it comes to your mental being and your physical being. Not to mention all the other struggles that go with it. But of course it's worth it. It's, in my opinion, it's one of the most beautiful times of the year, other than the challenges that you have to go through with. So let's get into the video. I will begin with the physical aspect, and what I mean by the physical aspect is when it comes to the body. For me personally, I go through things such as dryness on my skin, my hair changes, my skin starts breaking out, and all these other little things like my lips get dry, etc. So we're gonna discuss that first. So let's start from the face. When it comes to the face, I typically have a very dry skin. So when winter time comes, my struggles go from here, which are normally already high, to like up here. So when I was younger, I never really understood the difference that, winters can actually change my skin to this extent. But as I grew up, I noticed, sometimes my skin's fine, which is generally during the summer, and then sometimes it's just terrible. But to have that prolonged throughout the winter time, because we want to look good, especially since we're sitting at home, for our own mental health being, we want to look good so that when we look in the mirror, we actually smile instead of adding another problem into our list, Of course, when it comes to the whole body, water intake, I cannot even stress this enough. This is something that my dad's been beating me up for since I was a child, and I used to be a kid that would hate drinking water. Like, I could drink anything else, but when it came to water, I just could not tolerate drinking. I couldn't drink that many big amounts, So when it comes to water, I know that it's one thing is that it may not be popular in especially like those colder countries. Any type of fluids, you need to be getting them into your body. I cannot even stress enough. I was a person that hated water, not hated it, but as I said, I just couldn't drink it. There was just like a limit after which I couldn't drink it. I would feel nauseous, and etc. But what I personally came up with not too long ago was a small technique which really helped me literally learn how to drink, from 2 sips a day to like 3 liters per day. Like now I can easily drink 3 liters and it's not a big deal for me, but back then it was a big deal. And don't mind me drinking water. It's not only about the face, it helped me in every aspect of my life. But when it comes to winters, I strictly say you are going to be dehydrated, especially if you have skin like me, like dry skin. Your skin, your hair, your face, your lips, everything is going to be cracking. Keep those fluids in your body. I do not even have to mention how a big percentage of our body is made out of water. A big percentage of our brain is made out of water, which, especially in women, it affects our hormones, and we all know what that does. When it comes specifically the face, water is one thing that I do. The second thing is I lessen scrubbing. I know that scrubbing is essential, especially if you have dry skin. I know that when you scrub your face like once or twice a week, it feels so much more glowy, soft, moisturized, and just never mind. You don't have those bumps on your skin, right? When it comes to winters, see, as I said, I'm not a guru, but these are everyday things that everyday girls like me, it might help you, because if I'm telling you, this took me a long time to hack, and I'm glad I did. I really put aside scrubbing to the least. If I used to scrub twice a week, now I do it maybe twice a month. Yeah, I know it sounds crazy. I don't scrub my face so much because scrubbing would help me momentarily when I would do it, but if I, even after moisturizing it afterwards, the next day I'd wake up and I'd feel like I have even drier skin. So I avoid doing it so much in winter, and when I do it twice a month, I make sure to moisturize so much more. But yeah, put scrubbing aside just for these few months. Next thing I do is just a typical skincare routine, which I try to be more strict with during the winters, because yeah, this girl here, she is not very routine. She will do things for 3 days straight and then get bored or just tired and won't do it for months later. So yes, if you're like me, please keep pushing yourself every night, especially to just have that to have that night routine where you wash your face, you cleanse it. If you have enough time and patience, tone it, and then put an overnight serum or moisturizer. I'm a person that isn't very strict with her night or morning routines that much, especially through winters, like the fatigue comes in, etc. That is why I choose, if I am really tired and fatigued, I'd rather do my night routine than my morning routine, because as we all know, during the night, whatever you put on your face or body, it is twice or thrice more effective, especially for a person with dry skin like me. I just cleanse my face, and while it is still sort of damp, I'll tone it and still have the toner not dry off fully. Yes, that is an expert tip. Not my tip, but an expert's tip, which I started doing and made a whole difference. Dries, put a serum on. I personally use the vitamin E serum, overnight serum from the Body Shop, and then moisturize your face once the serum has soaked into your pores and skin. The next thing is moisturizing in general. Yes, at night you moisturize your serum, and when you wake up in the morning, at least, if you can't wash your face, do nothing, at least just pick that moisturizer up, which has a nice bottle, whatever, and just apply it on your face, and that's it, like in any way possible. Because at night I go full out, I massage my face, etc. if I'm feeling like taking care of myself. Not always, of course, but in the morning, like I have this Clinique moisturizer, like the 72-hour replenisher, which for me personally, I really like how the bottle looks like. It really kind of, when I look at it, it kind of draws me towards it, and I want to apply it, since like it's just that kind of a bottle and packaging for me. That moisturizer is really exceptional, no doubt, but the packaging with it, of course, is a bonus. So I keep that one for the morning, and I just keep it in front of my eyes. Quick tip, what I tend to do is I have an empty table when I wake up in the morning, so when I wake up and make my bed, etc., I have the moisturizer or water or whatever I have to do right in front of my face, like right in that empty space in front of me where my eyes cannot avoid it, or my eyes cannot forget it, or I'll keep a sticky note right like on the door in front of me or the mirror in front of me, and I will just put it on quickly, and that just makes so much more of a difference. I know the fatigue of winters, and on top of it, staying at home kind of demotivates you to do anything. But these are a few tips that really helped me, and I won't lie, feeling good, looking good, it puts a big change in my motivation, especially in these times where we have to stay at home and just, go through everyday life and just like it is. Yeah. Next up, the lips. Lips are no different from, to be honest, the physical health is they're all very similar, but lips in general, I go through very cracky lips. Avoid biting your lips. If you're anything like me, you bite off all the cracks on your lips and the dry skin. Don't do that. If you're not like me, good. More power to you. I don't know why. I think it's because we sat at home. It's because I sat at home so much more this winter, especially. My lips got exceptionally dry, and where generally during winters I just put a lip balm on, and if it was more dry than usual, I just put a lip balm on overnight. It'll be fine. This winter, my lips were cracking so much, nothing was helping me. There's this traditional trick, quick hack, a lip scrub made out of honey and sugar. That's it. 2 ingredients, that's it. I made this 4 years ago because I went through something very similar. I tried it, I thought it would help. And fun fact, when I did it the first time, it didn't help that much, but I let my lips sort of heal Then I did it the second time, let it heal, and then I did it a third time where I actually felt like, you know, the whole layer off of my lips is gone. And then instead of the lip balm, I put an overnight lip mask on, even throughout the day, just because it's more hydrating than a normal lip balm. And that honestly had made such a difference. I gave it to my parents to try, I gave it to my little brother to try. It's something that people of any age can do. It's something that only requires 2 ingredients that are most probably in your house, in your kitchen already, and it takes 5 minutes. Even applying 3 layers, no more than 5 minutes. Believe me, I am the laziest person you're gonna find, and I did it, so had it over with, and then just kept taking care of my lips with a lip balm. The lip balm that I use is, I will show this next, and then the lip mask that I put on overnight. So before I go to sleep, instead of, yes, you can put on a lip balm, just put a few layers of the lip balm on your lips, and you wake up in the morning, and as said, anything you do overnight has twice or thrice the effect that it has during the day. So when I use the Nivea, however you say that, the lip balm overnight, when I put a few layers of it, it made a tremendous difference. But at the same time, this lip mask overnight, it makes an even bigger difference in my opinion, and especially if you have dry lips like me, it helps. When it comes to just my skin, yes, generally I would have twice, thrice a month that I would scrub my skin. I would put like a body balm on and just leave it there. However, throughout the winters, my way of taking care of my skin is simply to, when I'm in the shower, I would scrub it just like always. Again, limiting scrubbing throughout the winters in comparison to the summers. If I used to do it twice a month or thrice a month during the summers, I do it once a month throughout the winter. So here in Poland, like 3 times through the winter, and I'd be done. I use the coffee scrub, and I have this hand glove scrubber, I'm not sure what you call it, from the Body Shop. Also a really handy thing if you don't want to use any products. You can use the scrub and the glove together, or you can just have your normal soap and the scrub together, and that works just fine too. When I scrub my body, I tend to beforehand have a hot shower, so that the steam sort of opens up all my pores already, and then I'd scrub in so that all the impurities are out much easier. Once I do that, I lower the temperature slightly as much as I can handle it and wash my body regularly with soap, etc. Then I would put on a body mask, which is a fun little thing that I found out about about a year or 2 ago. I was at a treatment and they put on this body mask and left me for 30 minutes, which this girl does not have the patience for. So I went to the Body Shop and bought this body mask, and I would just put it in the shower and treat it as a conditioner. The same way you leave in conditioner in your hair, I leave it on my body, then just wash it off thoroughly, get out of the shower and put a body balm on. And again, I use the Body Shop balm, which smells amazing, and especially through quarantine and just the COVID situation at home. I know taking care of yourself is it's like, why am I taking care of myself if I'm not going out, right? I noticed that doing that just for myself, it made me feel so much better, put so much difference in my everyday life. And this rose one from Body Shop, one of the best things about it is that it makes your skin glow so much, and it smells heavenly. When it comes to my hair and my nails and my body in general, winters, especially in Poland, means the lack of sun. Lack of sun means the lack of vitamin D. Lack of vitamin D is not only going to affect your physical appearance, it will also work on your hair. And same. I don't know about you guys out there, but I struggle with highly functioning anxiety disorder, so vitamin D supplements are essential for me throughout the year. However, especially during the winters, they're just supplements that I drink, and not only does it taste good, which motivates me to drink it every day, it also makes such a difference in my energy level and my mood swings and everything that comes with it. It's just amazing, and I really recommend doing that, especially through winters. even people that don't have any issues. Just throughout the winters, especially if you're in a country similar to Poland, vitamin D is essential, because if you can't have the sun, this is the only thing that's going to save you, in my opinion. The next thing is vitamin C, of course. For your skin to be glowing, since during the winters, yes, the reflection of the light from the snow in your Instagram pictures may make it seem like your skin is glowing, but it's just the reflection of the light. Vitamin C is really good for your skin to look more healthy and more lively and more glowy. The same applies to hyaluronic acid also. I tend to use a hyaluronic mousse, which is like a foam that I put on in the morning sometimes, and it makes my skin so much more glowy and dewy. And the vitamin C supplements, especially through COVID times, is something that I'm sure everyone's boosting up on already, so I don't even have to say much. It's essential throughout everyday life. Of course, it affects your immunity, it helps improving it, but it also helps your skin and for you to look youthful. When it comes to hair, me being a girl from India, our go-to thing is just oiling, pure oiling, and this is all I will say to whether it's winter, summer, anything. Here the rule applies oppositely, whereas in the summers I would avoid oiling that much, especially since I have greasy roots. I avoid oiling in my roots throughout the summers. Throughout the summers I would oil my ends more and my roots less. However, in the winter that reciprocates, where I oil my roots much more and my ends too. So it doesn't fully reciprocate. I just oil my roots so much more, and I will do it more frequently throughout the winters than I would during the summers, because my hair tends to get pretty dry and very frizzy, so oiling it helps so much more. My mother, she is much more creative in this than I am. She makes homemade masks, and me personally, I have greasy and dry and straight hair, so I avoid masks in general. However, once in a while, once a few months, I would just deep condition my hair or leave in a light mask on my ends, and that's it. So when it comes to the hair, this is what I would recommend the most, as well as supplements. Just like with everything else, supplements, I know I am against medicine. If you're like me, I am against medicine too. Living in a country like Poland has kind of forced me to take this route instead of living without it. But for my hair, I tend to take the supplements I'm gonna show you right now. However, it doesn't matter. You can take them as your doctor prescribes them, as you self-medicate, do your research. It doesn't matter throughout the winters or summers. It's the same thing. So supplements are something I recommend for throughout the whole year. And yeah, that basically sums up the whole physical aspect of how to take care of yourself throughout the winters. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, stay tuned for the next one. We're hopefully gonna dive in deeper into a few things that I've mentioned here. If you did like those things, if you do want to get to know more about things that I do that help me, just leave a like, let me know how badly you want it. Leave a like, subscribe, leave a comment if you have any other questions. And yeah, thank you so much. Bye.